Good afternoon, Cochrane. My name is Dan Cunin. I'm running for town council for the position of town council member, and the October 18th is the vote, and the advanced polling has already started. So, what I want to talk to you a little bit about is this things that I'm definitely hearing on the campaign trail here as I'm knocking on doors. So that is about concerns about development. Now, there's two aspects to that. One of the aspects is what is Cochrane going to look like? Now, people have some genuine and I think valid concerns of saying, uh, are we going to turn into an airdrie? Now, that's something I don't want, and I want to make sure that we take steps to avoid. I think there are practical steps, but we need to have those discussions now because if we wait 10, 15 years, I think those discussions will be a lot less fruitful. Now, the other thing that I'm hearing from people is about development, and specifically around this, what I'm hearing from people is too often I'm hearing from people saying, well, I didn't know about that. No one told me about that. No one talked to me about that. And that brings up a couple things. One is consultation, especially when it comes around to zoning reapplications or anything like that. I favor a boots on the ground approach to consultation. The bottom line is you've bought into this town and you've bought with a certain expectation and a vista in mind. If that's going to change, you have every right to turn around and make sure that you have more involvement and idea about what's happening and involvement in the consultation process about what that's going to look like. So that's definitely something I want to change. Again, it's a more boots on the ground consultation piece. Now, the other thing I want to change is that too many times and too many areas of town, Jonestown's being one example, Jonestown's estates where developers get one, two, three, four, or more kicks at the can, so to speak, to get a development going. When the residents have clearly said no, we don't want it. Now that's concerning because that council shopping essentially has to stop. Now, I think there's a way that we can do that. Now, it's not going to be easy, and I do anticipate some pushback, but ultimately, it's the residents I'm worried about at this one. And so I have an idea about a three-strike rule. Bottom line is, if a developer can't convince me that, or convince previous town councils, again, no more council shopping, that a developer is not doesn't add value to Cochrane, not just their pocketbook, they've lost their chance. I don't think that they should continue having more and more chances here. The other thing is that again, a longer term and a longer, more involved consultation process with the actual residents is something that I favor. This sounds like I'm anti-development. Nothing could be further from the truth. The fact is, I want developers and the people working on those developments to have not just 5 years worth of work where things build at all costs and things get rubber stamped and away we go and just everything gets built. No, what I want is for people to have long-term stable development and employment so that they not only get to have work for a short period of time, but they get work for a longer period of time where they can plant roots and raise their family and have long-term stable jobs building the town where they're living in. So those are a couple ideas here. For more information, Dan Cunin for towncouncil.com. Dan Cunin for towncouncil.com is the way I wanted to say that. And have a great day. Take care.